Welcome, guys. Fresh out of 88. Back again with another live video. And you know what it's about. All day, every day, we talking about the gentleman's revolution, guys. Oh, why is this important? Why is the gentleman revolution important? I'll tell you why. Because right now we're going up against women like Brittany Renner. Every gentleman. This is not a PJ Washington issue. This is every gentleman issue. This is every gentleman issue. This could happen to you. This could happen to one of your sons. This could happen to your nephew. This is important. I want to talk about this young lady, Brittany Renner. That's what I want to talk about. And you know what? There's nothing special about her. I'm a firm believer that all women are grinding for the bag. They'll do whatever is necessary. Whatever is necessary to do this. And I got a video I brought. I'm going to share it with y'all. I just want y'all to see what type of woman we dealing with here. It's just the maliciousness. Oh, shit. Did I share the fucking... Peep this video, guys. And I just did another live. I had to redo it because my sound was out. So bear with me while we get this thing popping. So in this video, she basically is talking about her body count, and I want y'all to see it. This kind of gives you an idea of what kind of person we dealing with, you know? This kind of gives you an idea of what type of person you're dealing with. And I don't know, if you could comment on in a comment section what you think about this young lady right here. I'm about to put her up here in a second. Here she is. And just tell me what you think about her. I'm going to shut up and let you watch.
I don't know my body count. I don't know why in like 2018 that's any of your math. But 24. 11 athletes. Woo! 5 entertainers. Woo! 8 regular guys. Woo! I've only fucked 3 regular guys since I've been Instagram famous because a lot of y'all run your fucking mouths too much. I don't want to be sending you a video 1 minute, the next minute I see me spread eagle on the timeline playing with my pussy. In my experience, the worst people to deal with are the athletes. None of them use condoms, really. So if y'all really want to try to come up off a check off a man, you could just fuck an athlete. They're really dumb. I don't like talking about my history with men I'm dating, I guess until now, because most of the guys that I've dealt with are gonna have more money than you. And you're gonna feel a way about it. I know the male ego is fragile, like the ball sack that hangs in between your legs. In conclusion, like I don't even look at people as like trashy or not. It all comes down to mentality for me.
What do y'all think? I want to know, what do you think about her and her mentality? I would really like to know. Y'all can leave that in the comments and do what you do. But let's get into this. So, the young lady, Brittany Renner, dating PJ Washington of the Charlotte Hornets. I think they were dating for like 2 years. Who knows? Whatever. So they dating. She gets pregnant. She has the baby. She burns off. She hits him for $200K a month. Terrible. It's terrible. Poor TJ. So why is this important? Well, I'll tell you why this is important. Because if TJ would have practiced a little bit of patience and stuck it out for a few more weeks and did a little bit more research, he wouldn't be out of $200K a month for the next 18 years. If he would have practiced a little bit more discipline, just a little bit, maybe pulled out and put it in her mouth, just a little bit more discipline. If he would have just put it in her mouth, she probably would have had a bad stomach ache, but not a baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious. Like, I try to make light of these things, but I am serious. This is a matter of life and death. This is a matter of life and death. And one gentleman asked me, how could he not see it coming? And the only thing I could say is youth. The kid's 18 years old, 18 or 19. He's a baby. He don't have any idea of these type of things. He might have seen these type of things, but he didn't have no idea that it could happen to him. He didn't think that she would be lying to him. He's in the NBA, for God's sakes. Everybody's telling him the truth. See where I'm going with this, guys? I want to share something with y'all. I want to share this. I'd like to share this with you guys. I would really like to share this. This is Brittany's, a bundle of Brittany. This is her Instagram page. And just so you know right now, guys, Instagram right now is the #1 avenue for thirst trapping. That's how PJ got caught up. He got caught up in the thirst trapping. You see, long before PJ was in the NBA, he was one of her 4.5 million subscribers. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this nigga was one of her subscribers long before he got into the league. Have faith in your boy, okay? I can go off on a limb and say that before he ever dribbled a basketball for the Hornets, he was dribbling his balls looking at her Instagram page. I can say that, right? Probably felt accomplished when he knocked her. So let's just look at this page. And I want to go before the pregnancy. I want y'all to see the young lady before the pregnancy, all right, so this has got to be before or probably when she just got knocked up. Boom, right here. Perfect place to stop. What I mean by thirst trapping. This is what I mean by this is the prime example of thirst trapping right here. This is a thirst trap. Have you seen it? So, and I want to make it very clear, I'm not mad at the young lady. I think that young men should be educated on the dangers of this right here. See this? You don't see a woman right here. No, men don't see a woman, right? We do not see a woman. I tell you what men see. Men see some booty chicks just going all over the screen, and he like, whoa. It throws you off. It distracts you. You can't make a reasonable, responsible decision with this on the screen. Not if you're not a gentleman. It's impossible. You have to be in tune with your inner man for this not to bother you. What do I mean? What does all this mean? I'm glad you asked. So, thirst trapping, right? Remember, PJ Washington was one of her followers, probably since he can remember. One of her, her followers since he could remember. So, he sees things like this, and it just burns images in his head. And this is what all men want. This is what men want. This shit right here. Is that PJ Washington right there? Oh, dude, he's another Instagram dude. But this is what all men want. They want a nice little thing to call theirs. You know what I'm saying? And she's leveraging it. Leveraging her body to get his attention. She got the baby, and now she got his money. You can't make this up. This happens far too often. It happens far too often. And you know what's happening to? It's happening to us. And what can we do to stop it? I'm glad you asked. So what can we do to stop, or at least make it so that these thirst trappings don't affect us, don't get to us, don't cause us to make these crazy decisions? I tell you, it's patience and discipline. That's what it is. It's patience and discipline. Why? Why is patience and discipline the cornerstone to avoiding shit like this? You see, if he had the discipline to do his homework, to really put his penis away and really think about, hey, what am I getting into? Which is not hard to see with this young lady. It's not hard to see with this young lady. It's not hard to see. You can see it everywhere. It's on an Instagram. Like you can Google it. You don't even have to have Instagram. You can Google this young lady. You can Google her. And look, the first image is about him. You got him in it, but you Google images and you can see, like, I'm gonna ask you to, for real, Google your mom name and see what kind of pictures come up of your mom. You see what I'm saying? Like, if if you Google me and mugshots come out, I'm a criminal. If I Google you and ass shots come up, you're some type of groupie or some kind of thought. And see, here's the problem. Her being a groupie or thought isn't the problem. No, those been around for thousands of years. It's just now that all men, gentlemen or scumbags, criminals, scammers, they're all going for these type of women. These women probably feel like they're a hot commodity. Not for the gentlemen, though. Not for the true gentlemen. Not for the men that want to be better. You see, if you want to be a better version of you, if I'm going to speak for me, if I want to be the best man, the best person, the best example for the next generation, I can't be walking around with somebody you can Google and see twerking online. I can't do it. It's like nobody's striving to be anything better, because if PJ Washington was striving to be something great, he would have definitely choose the better woman and bust that sweet, you know what I'm saying? Go all the way with. Let's just say that. Go. He would have definitely choose the better woman to go all the way with. And why is this important? Why does this matter? It's PJ Washington. He's out of 200K. It don't got nothing to do with you, right? It has everything to do with you, sir. You, the young man, training to be the next champion of the world, to the young man training to be the next great running back, the quarterback, the basketball player, whatever you're trying to be, especially if you're black, you are being preyed upon. You see, here's the big issue with this. This lady was 27 or 28 at the time she met 17 or 18 PJ Washington. She literally preyed on him. And here's the whole motivation of me making this video right here. She couldn't have got this over on a gentleman. Somebody her age with the same in the league, she could not have got him like that. She had to go and prey on a young man that didn't have experience, didn't really know what he was getting into. She had to. He didn't have all the tools in his toolbox. He didn't see this video. That's why you need to share it. That's why you need to share this video. Because this gets realer. This gets realer. It gets worse. Sometimes it gets to life and death. It gets to life and death. It really does. And why is this important? Because I said it was. We can't let this slide, guys. We cannot let this slide. I firmly believe that this is something that all women do on some type of level or another. They all play for higher stakes. A gentleman guards his work. He guards his wealth. But most importantly, he guards his seed. Because you can control where you put it, but you can't always control what happens to it. You can't control what happens to it. You can put a seed in this one right here, then we all seen it. We've seen it. We don't. How could we stop it? How could something like this be stopped? Well, you see, from what I'm seeing is I don't know how Miss Brittany Renner became famous or popular, but I do see that it's a trend where one entertainer or athlete will mess with this one, and they all come running. The next thing you know, this chick is the next Instagram model, whatever. And everybody's running it. It's like you men have turned into groupies. I've had something. I've been as long as I can remember since the first time I had sex, bro. Is that I don't want it if I know you had it. I don't want it. That's whatever I call. I do not want it. Oh, you okay for sure. And when I say I don't want it if I know you had it, that means I'm not taking this personal. I'm not taking this serious. You can't come home to meet mama. You know what I'm saying? But like, I want to know at what point did this start where I'm the one and do, and then I'm 10th basketball player on the list and I'm still want to take her serious? Like, who started this? Who started this? I'm confused. Now, I don't even know if I want to do this live no more because I'm thinking like the era that I come from, like we would not take those type of women serious. We just wouldn't take them serious. It's like there's no way that I'm taking you serious. I seen it with Kanye West and like, bro, at what the hell happened to my video? I don't know. They playing with my video. Yeah, it started with Kanye West when he married Kim Kardashian. He made it a thing to marry a thought. Like, I don't know what he made it a thing to marry a straight up hooker. Straight up hooker. That the kind it started as far as I can think of. I can't think of anybody else that married a straight up whore, a straight groupie. If you can think of somebody that married a motherfucking groupie before Kanye West, put it in the comments because I want to know. I think Kanye West started this. See, he popularized dating groupies with Amber Rose and Kanye West. Like, you niggas is crazy. And Michael B. Jordan, he pushing the envelope with I don't even know shorty name. I know a Steve Harvey daughter. Like, we have got to stop it. We got to stop giving these whorelets, because that's what they are. They are whorelets. We got to stop giving them our attention. That's why we need to share this video. This video needs to be shared. We can't give these hookers our attention while there's a good woman out there really qualifying, really deserve our attention, that'll take care of you, that won't leave you with a baby. I mean, not necessarily won't take the baby away from you and leave you with a bill, because that's what they'll do. They'll leave you with the bill. And I've seen it over the last decade or two, too, where men actually want to be in their children's lives and take care of them. It's the woman that pulled a baby out for whatever reason. It happened to me. That's why I'm so passionate about this, because I've seen this shit play the fuck out. I've seen it. And I literally put my neck out there when I get out here and talk like this, because nobody else is doing it. You can go online right now. You can see 100 videos of people talking about, oh, PJ Washington got played. He got finessed. And other people talking about, oh, Brittany Renner is a predator. Like, they're all predators. They're all fucking predators. What are you talking about? And it's you sucker niggas giving them the attention. And the attention is what gives them the power. It gives them the leverage to do what they do. I'm going to give you an example to kind of help you understand it. So you got a young lady, right? And she's got about 4 guys in her DM right now. Just 4 guys, random guys. Then she meet a guy on the street. But, however, she's got these 4 random guys. She's basically, she's probing them. She's seeing what they got to offer. These guys are one guy's saying, I'll take you to a dinner, and one guy saying, hey, let's go on my boat. One guy say, let's fly out of the country. So by the time she meet this really decent guy on the street, or she go to work and this really decent, thorough guy really wants to, really likes her, really interested in her, not just interested in some facade that she puts up on the line, she blows him off. Oh, this guy, I got a guy wanting to take me out of the country. I got a guy wanting to take me on his boat. That's the problem. None of these four guys know a thing about this chick. They don't know a thing about her. They just offering. They're not requiring her to make any deposits. And what do I mean about deposits? When I say a woman makes a deposit, I mean she actually not just showing interest, but she's showing that she actually value you as a man. You see, if you as a man, you make a woman show that she actually value before you actually even start to spend any real time or show any real commitment, you won't run into a problem like Mr. PJ Washington or TJ Washington, whatever his name is, because he's not the moral of the story. The moral of the story is all of us, because we're all guilty of it. PJ Washington didn't do this by himself. Like, yeah, he's got to pay the bill by himself, but he didn't do this by himself. All the men that liked her pictures, watched her videos, all the men that fucked her and told her all this good shit, because best believe if I'm going to fuck her, I'm going to tell her about herself. And I'm not going to be like aggressive, super. No, I'm be cool. Like, yeah, honestly, look, I think that you a little bit wild, but hey, that thing do look nice though. You know, like, I would just keep it 100 with her, like, yo, mama, you out of pocket, but you know, like, we can have some fun. I've done this so many times, so hey, we can have some fun, but hey, I'm sorry, and I'm not paying for it. Hell no, not this guy. But back to patience and discipline, because if you practice patience, if you really look and really understand what type of person you're dealing with, then you wouldn't end up in the PJ Washington. Patience. If you just sit back and watch, you wouldn't end up. And this is what everything in life. This is not just when dealing with women. This is with everything in life. This is when you talk about in school, you got a job. Patience and discipline to get you a long way. Diligence too. You got to be able to do your homework. You got to be able to do your research. Another thing, this is one of the most important, is wise counsel. That means being able to look up to the people that's been through this portion of life before and get advice from them. Talk to them. If PJ Washington had somebody really like that, really had his back in his corner, I doubt that this would have happened. It's too easy. It's too easy to see that, like, that this chick is a thought. But in a society where thoughts are being pursued, like, you got some of the most affluential guys right now just straight pursuing thoughts. It's like it's become the thing. No one wants a real quality woman. It's like you guys want thoughts. It's like you devalue yourself by running after these women. It's ridiculous. The era I come from, the vast majority of women was almost ashamed. They were ashamed. Like, being labeled a hoe, falling into this category was like dating suicide. Nobody's touching you. The era I come from now, that a chick do something like this, everybody's running after her. It's weird. You guys, oh gosh. This video needs to be shared. We need to get the message out. Gentlemen don't run after thotties. Thotties run after gentlemen. You know what? I know for a fact that I can sit here and talk till I'm blue in the face, but unless we get this video out and we share it, won't nothing change, because you're still gonna have these niggas running after thotties. I couldn't understand it. I couldn't lift a finger to, none less to type. It's ridiculous. So where do we go from here? Where does all this get us? Let's see if I still got it up here. It's just crazy. All right. So we talked about Brittany Renner. We talked about what she did. Let's talk about what we can do. And the number one thing we can do is we can stop giving these harlots our attention. We just gotta stop. It must stop today. Just stop. Don't give them your attention at all. And you know what? I had a young man that worked for me, right? He asked me, hey, have you seen Amber Rose at the grocery store? Would you try to like shoot a shot? Would you try to smash? I was like, nah, because I know my value, bro. There's other women out there. I wouldn't even try to put in time. But what if she was right there, man? And all you had to woo. And I'm like, bro, it's just I don't want that. I don't want that, bro. That's just not what I want. And I had trouble understanding what he was saying because you see, he was an incel. This young man had trouble getting the ladies. And whereas me, I don't really have trouble. I don't really have trouble like he had trouble anyway. But anyway. So my boy, he's like, well, I would do it. I would smash it. And I'm like, well, why would you do that out of all the women in the world? If you can smash Amber Rose, and you can smash a whole lot of other ones, why would you even, like, I don't even think she's that attractive. I think she's old. And I couldn't really understand him. But after I thought back about it, I was like, you know what? I know what he's saying now. He was talking about he would just smash her. I wouldn't, because I know what that does. You see, if I smash her, if I consider myself this guy, this gentleman, she's going to feel like that she actually qualifies for a gentleman when she don't. So that's why discipline is important. You have to know, like, you know what? I know I can hit this. I know I can get that. But if I give myself to her, what is it going to do to her? And what is it going to do just to my reputation? Like, this is nothing. That's the point, because smashing the Amber Rose does nothing for your reputation. She's a hoe. If you are a little baby, right? Let's say you're a little baby, right? You hear a little baby smash. What does it? You don't think more of little baby, do you? They smash Amber Rose. It does nothing for them. But you look at Amber Rose like, well, Amber Rose, you get up there in age, but you can still pull them young niggas. You see, it does nothing for the gentleman. And that's what he didn't realize, because he wasn't in his gentleman bag yet. He's just a pit bull with that thing hanging out. But that's why it's important to practice discipline, because it affects you. Now you got higher value men looking at PJ Washington, they're laughing at him. You got other chicks laughing at him like, bro, you're the laughing stock. Do you want to be the laughing stock? That's the question. Do you want to be the laughing stock? You don't want to be the laughing stock, right? Stop giving out your attention. If that's the message I want to come out of this live, stop giving your attention to thotties. You should only deal with thotties on the low. Don't even send them a DM so they can screenshot. Let's make it the gentleman thing to do, to only deal with thotties on a hush. Like, we can't leave no evidence that we hit this showing up. We can't be seen in public with them, seen talking to them. Like, let's make that a thing. Let's make it to where, like, yo, these thotties get pushed to the back. And we got the Alicia Keys, the Beyonces up here. Like, push the thotties. Get them out of here. I feel like us as men, we're putting these thotties on the pedestal. Seriously. It's got to stop. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. Please subscribe. Please share the message. And once again, I'd like to thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all know you're rocking with the best. It's fresh out of 88.